both time. Do you laugh? Do you have a good time on the internet, or do you just come here to just, do you have fun when you come live, or like is it like just seriously business? Like, what's the difference?
Yo, why don't you talk to these two ladies on your panel? Why you keep asking me all these questions? I don't know what you're talking
Let me teach you something full time. I'm trying to show you how you bring entertainment to your platform, something you don't have. Why you watching my pockets? Because when I watch your shit, you don't get nothing, bro. When you went to New York and you were hanging out with Shakim, he said you were a cokehead. I don't care what Shakim said. I'm just saying he's a cokehead. You are one too.
God damn, let me.
See, this is your panel. I'm chilling. I don't want to say the wrong thing for you to get upset and kick me off the panel.
Don't have me get Stargates over here. I can get Stargates over here. You want Stargates here? I advise you to move on. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
Nah, you
trying to play devil advocates.
Nah, don't do
I
that.
will, I will, and I will, and I will, and I will, and I will. And what the fuck you gonna do about it? What the fuck you gonna do about it? What the fuck you gonna do about me bringing Stargates up? Because you know I'm telling the fucking truth, talking that dumb shit, nigga. I'll get Stargates here. She'll shake this whole fucking foundation, nigga. Watch your fucking mouth.
What? You get Stargate?
Watch your fucking mouth. I'll get Stargates here. Watch your fucking mouth is what I'm saying. Then shut up.
Yo, you
shut up then.
Drunk yet?
I don't understand.
Are you high yet? Are you high yet? Did you do your line of coke?
Anti-Afro Svengalis. How low will you go? How deep will you dive? How close will you drag yourself to hell? How low will you allow others to drag you? Keyword is allow. Well, I want to tell you about something that went down over a period of 3 to 4 months. Oh, on the better end of 4 months. Begging. Behind the scenes, begging, pleading, running around, asking questions, third party, fourth party, inquiries about who's doing what, when, where, can you have, breaking the culture. Come to my page. When's Remix gonna go live? Wonder what happened to Smoke? When's Kip gonna hit the panel again? What happened to Rev G's channel? Why isn't Mashonda tapping in? I had Professor C's ranch. What happened to all of them? And the Al Show. Al Show's not welcome over here. Did you see where the Al Show went? Where's the Al Show? Why the hell do you care where anybody is? And the Living Queen. She used to come to my channel all the time. She thinks she's too good. Constantly worried about what other people are doing. Yes, you see the title. You see Stargate's name in the title. Acting a fool over everyone I just mentioned. Begging, pleading, wanting to know why, when, how, where. Are these people going to go live or show up on a panel or show in a chat? Let's knock numbers out of the equation. Numbers matter very little. Numbers matter, but very little in the grand scheme of things. Because if numbers mattered most, the shit that's going on now wouldn't be happening. You wouldn't be worrying about any of the people that I just mentioned. You wouldn't give a damn. But they give every bit of a damn. They give every damn in the world. They won't stop stalking the people that I just mentioned. If any of these people disappear or don't go live or don't go on a panel, they're not in a chat, you get all the speculation, all these lies, all these rumors. And we know this bullshit happens because it's designed to try to get a reaction, hoping they'll go live and address the bullshit. But I want to talk about this really bizarre, really disgusting, demeaning set of episodes that went down in and around the Umar Johnson sector. You see, you have this sex abuse cult disciple who went all the way off the rails in a way that I don't think we've seen. I mean, it's typical. This sex abuse cult disciple goes off the rails. This is this Dwight Malachi York sex abuse cult disciple who's been running around behind the scenes begging for certain people to go to his channel because he doesn't know how to carry anything. He doesn't know how to carry a show. He has no content unless certain people are going to visit that, what do you want to call it, cesspool bullshit he has going on over there. Unless he has somebody on tap to abuse, he gets off on it, and children are not spared. Pictures of children are not spared, and you wouldn't expect them to be spared if you are a disciple of a sex abuse cult leader who's doing 125 years in the federal pen. You wouldn't spare children. You would allow them to be put up on the quote summer jam screen and have sexual comments made about them and their pictures when they were minors. You wouldn't care. Even after moderators delete the comments in the chats, you would put them up. I want to draw a parallel. Do you know that Dwight Malachi York, his main focus of that sex abuse cult was making sure girls as young as 12 and 13, possibly younger, were impregnated, and with exclusivity, the fathers of those children were adult males. So that is why it didn't bother the sex abuse cult disciple that message went up, because that's exactly what the message stated. That's why the sex abuse cult disciple was determined to get that message up on the screen, because that's the norm. The norm, however, this is someone who turns around and calls Rev G weird. How would Rev G be weird? He objected to his child being depicted in that manner. However, the cult disciple did not, because it's normal for the cult disciple. How interesting. They tried to reverse their terminology and consider a father that's outraged to be the one that's weird. They normalize the sexual abuse of children, normalize children who are underage being impregnated by adult males. This is why the cult, Dwight Malachi York's cult, were up in arms when he was arrested, swearing up and down he did nothing wrong. This is why the sex abuse cult disciple said on channel and said that on Smoke's channel, that he was set up, that he was targeted. He believes he's innocent because he doesn't think this is wrong. He thinks it should be allowed. Thinks he didn't do anything wrong. Haven't we heard that before? York even impregnated one of his own daughters, and that child turned out all messed up. Had to go live in a home somewhere in Florida. Yeah. Didn't care. Does not care. Consider it to be normal. But let me tell you how disgusting it got. How desperate it got when Stargate had enough. Stargate hightailed it out of there. Yes, I'm going to talk about it. Stargate got the hell up out of there when a pee-the-bed fool decided it was time to feed the sex abuse cult disciples junkie habit, whatever that was. Stimulants, alcohol, all of the above. And it's a revolving door. This sex abuse cult disciple just uses different subjects. It's a revolving door. Who can I use to get my quick fix? I don't give a damn who it is. Whoever's going to send me quick fix cash, I'm going to use them. Decided to use Stargate as the whipping post, and Stargate got the hell up out of there. And Stargate just went and did her thing all over YouTube, having a good time, and decided to have fun off YouTube and wasn't around much, but when she came back, she was enjoying herself. We all have a right to go wherever we want, but not when you have been conditioned by a sex abuse cult. When you have been in the throes of a Dwight York, there's a certain mindset of ownership, of expectations. So the long and short of it is this. When Stargate took a hike, left, went off, appeared on different panels, was in different chats, we had this disciple freaking out, went on the literal rampage. The names that I just mentioned a second ago started targeting essentially every single one of the people I just mentioned, making these slick ass comments, started out. And what is the common denominator of all of the people I mentioned? Every single one of them has a non-conflictual relationship with Stargate, friends with Stargate, positive relationship with Stargate, cordial with Stargate, chop it up with Stargate. And if they appeared on a panel with Stargate, the cult disciple came for them, harassed them, talked shit about them, made slick comments about them. I mean, some he went for harder than others. Started talking shit about Stargate on that pee-soaked channel because you had to pee the bed, paying money for the junkie habit. So pissy smell all over the place, pee slinging all over the place, talking shit about Stargate. That didn't work. Telling Stargate to hit the link, that didn't work. Behind the scenes, trying to filter message to other people for Stargate to come back to the channel, that didn't work. Like before, that would work. Hey, Stargate, hit the link. Putting Stargate's name in the title, that would work. Putting Stargate's picture up, that would work. Stargate was gone. Stargate was off doing her thing. The frenzy just continued and continued and continued until the cult disciple decided it's time for me to venture out and hunt down Stargate because she's not listening. I'm getting less and less people. And this is where the cult disciple decides that numbers matter. 15 to 17 in the chat. It matters. See, look at us over here. I say the people that were mentioned a second ago. It doesn't matter how many are in our chat because every time we turn around, we're getting just eons and eons of clips with our names being mentioned. Doesn't matter about numbers when it comes to us because they won't stop talking about us. But you had 15 to 17 in the chat. Stargate wasn't there. Nobody gives a damn. It's the same with binary. Stargate's not there. You get people saying, where's my Stargate? How come Stargate's not here? That's the only way binary was able to build a channel because Stargate was there. So you see and hear the cult disciple just getting more agitated, more and more agitated. People are getting offended, getting pissed, not appreciating the verbal abuse that they heard being slung around. So off goes the cult disciple to try and get Stargate back and had to endure relentless humiliation in another sector where many do not like this cult disciple because he's a smartass who loves to run around asking all kinds of questions, making all kinds of demands of other people, but when you turn around and try to ask questions, doesn't want to answer them. Like, who the hell is this cult disciple to try to sit up here and ask people questions, level these insults, and expects people to what? Defer. But went over there screaming and hollering. He got kicked off panels, was paid off panels or extorted off panels, however you want to put it, and decided, I'm going to have to get on my knees. Is this not the most humiliating? Oh my God. How low can you go? How low will you go? How low can you imagine going? Oh my God. Let's make it a gender issue. I can't even conceive. This is embarrassing. Now, just think about it. Male-female relationship. I'm going to put it there to start. You can imagine, and you've probably been in this situation, where a man, even if they don't want to admit it, begged you, please come back to me or please do whatever. Nobody else is there. They can deny it, and you don't tell anybody about it. That's a one-to-one situation, right? No one's around. Nobody else heard. But can you imagine a dude having to go to another dude's YouTube page to grovel, to beg, to hang around hoping Stargate will show up? Because Stargate's got to save the channel and then has to be subjected to humiliation, the same type of humiliation that he thought he had to put Stargate under and other people who went over to the pissy channel that was being sprayed with piss. So he had to go over there and get on his knees to another dude and just had to take it. Can you imagine? Have you ever seen one dude beg another dude and they both claim to be, I guess, heterosexual, and they're what? One's deferring to another on his knees, trying to get a woman to come back, and the other dude's telling him, I could get your woman. Listen to me. Do what I say, or you'll never get her back. That's exactly what happened. And then, like I stated, got kicked off the page, got humiliated, got talked about. I don't want to answer your question. I don't want to answer your questions. And then had to go back. Oh my God, this is the worst. Had to go back over there when Stargate was there and beg Stargate to come back to my page. Please, Stargate, when are you coming back? Please come back to my page. Please, in front of the whole world. Have you ever heard a dude beg a woman? I'm not going to say a man because that's not a man. In public, begging. I'm going to change it up in private because nobody saw it. You're going to reduce yourself down to begging. But he had to get on his knees to another dude first. He had to get permission to come to someone else's channel, to another dude's channel, and beg for Stargate. And it's not even that Umar Johnson sector. This cult disciple is supposed to be in the same sector as Stargate, but he has to go to another sector to beg to get Stargate back. So when Stargate went back to the channel, he had to see about punishing Stargate. But he didn't want to go over too much, but he had to get some digs in. So he allowed the hose of pee to spread around until Stargate was able to turn it off. He let the pee spread around. People started complaining. But then finally, Stargate was allowed to turn the pee hose off. So now it's not smelling like pee-pee over there anymore. And as I exit this video, you'll be able to hear how that went down. And Stargate got a wrench, so she will not be blocked, and some other arrangements were made. But the other part I want to make sure you're aware of, that this cult disciple is continuing, because it never stopped, of trying to punish the others who Stargate continue to have cordial relationships with, inclusive of labeling responsible fathers as weirdos, character hijacking them. And for that, I'm going to do something special. I'm going to put up a list for you, and I want you to decide what's considered a responsible father and what's considered a weirdo. This is a word he likes to use. He likes to target responsible fathers and label them as weirdos, as if he's some epitome. He's an example. He's a pillar of a responsible father. You be the judge, but don't touch that dial after you hear buyer beware.
You look at your block list and see if anybody's on there that's not deserving to be on there.
Okay, why you looking for somebody you don't see? You looking for
I'm just is there anybody in the chat that would like to bring up any names that they feel have been blocked from over here? But I think if you look in your block list, somebody probably abused their mod stick, and there's probably people you want over here.
Okay, is this? Are you saying I should take somebody's mod stick?
I would say take mod stick because you're using it.
Okay.
And please look at your block list and see if anybody is undeserving to be blocked.
And that will tell you the answer that you're looking for.
Amen.
Especially if it's like a suspect that you've been thinking in your mind the whole time too.
But he sent me $500. Way more than that. But just so you're saying, F that, I should take his mod stick.
Well, you did say that you was joking about the $500, Photon. So we still going with the narrative, or what you want to do? Because I'll do whatever you want to, because you're a lord over here.
Okay, I see that he did block B code sector alert, so I'm gonna take that off.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Smoke God, I'm gonna take Smoke God
off the block list. I appreciate that, Lord.
Who is Chat Lives Matter? Damn.
Please unblock that, brother. Please unblock that, brother. Thank you, Living Life. I would. Your services are appreciated, Living Life. Look at that.
Who is Black Alive? Do you know that person?
Keep that. We can keep that.
Keep it black her. Black her.
Keep that one.
Okay, definitely.
Like the name.
Man, you guys are wilding out, man. You guys are wilding out over here, man.
Okay, it's
gonna be a couple of shows made up behind this, man.
Absolutely.
If somebody's mad, whatever, in their next video or whatever, that's a personal problem of theirs that they need to go work out,